The lips of life are so cruelly curled. I had here taken some words from the poet Swinburne. How I wish sometimes that my life could be like that of a bird, a white dove, in peace and ignorance. But there is a rumor about ignorance, that it has a weeping face. So then, I think about the nature of reality, the dimensional states and their spiritual laws. Our premise is that the dimensional fabric of reality bends to the human. The vacuous human, the empty human, trades therefore in a low-level horizontal plane. He does, in fact, trade with the higher dimensions, unawares, but his trade makes the demand of his vacuous state, receiving emptiness. It is curious, in the biblical story of Moses, during a great battle, that Moses had to keep holding his arms up. Whenever he dropped his arms, the Israelite soldiers would lose. Why is God so dependent on Moses' arms, and why is reality itself so subject to the same? I know there are other things to be seen in this visage, but we will only take a single point from this. The human stance, outwardly, has a say. I read somewhere that God told someone, "I will not carry you, you must walk yourself." Of course, the carry by God must be understood in relative terms, especially considering our fears and brokenness. I am sure God does carry us, in a relative sense, and especially when we are truly helpless, but when we can walk, He wants us to walk. Because this walking of self is a stance in the dimensions, and the dimensions are subject to our stances, the stance of self, and its confidence, an outward expression of the stance. This stance is made up of our awareness of our exquisite self and its honor and confidence, and, for the sake of the point, deliberateness. A deliberate thing taps with its finger on the very sheath of the dimensions. God wants us to be strong. But, you may remind me, it is written, "When I am weak then I am strong." But this weakness here speaks not of weakness itself, but of the position it creates. It is not weakness itself, it is the mindset of need which opens an actual gate towards God. As protector, we are now under Him, and therefore we are strong. An old sorcerer, who casts his or her spells, is rebellious, wanting to be strong the whole time, and therefore can never come under the positionality of being under something greater. Therefore, the strength of the sorcerers makes them weak. It all makes me wonder if the fabric of reality and the dimensional layers must have some sort of desire, or want, or need, even a hunger. Are the quantum particles, or whatever they are, hungry? Perhaps the whole cosmos is waiting for us, a kind of sentient observance. I am not sure about these things. In the meantime, if there is something to this observance, and the birthing of things by the baking of the eyes, then let us be careful what we look at. Our technology, our habits, the general evolution or de-evolution of the human species, centers at capturing observance of our eyes. If we keep staring at rich people, we will make them richer. If we keep staring at politicians, or world affairs, we will sustain them, giving them our quantum particles, baking their lives towards wealth, and neglecting our own, unobserved lives, into ruin. Because we must observe our own lives. But there is a secret key to the baking of our own lives, or our own dreams, through our eyes or observance. Our sense of exquisite self must be held hidden, unseen by others, unseen by us. Our dream of our destiny must be held hidden, unseen by others, unseen by us. By this hiddenness I am not talking about refusing to tell others our career plan. I am talking about hiding the sense of the dream, the ethereal seed and preciousness of it, inside us, hidden. Joseph, the dreamer, gave the core of the dream away to his brother's eyes, and they could eat it with their eyes. Our sense of exquisite self, and our dream of destiny, must be baked by our beholding of it, and this baking of the eyes requires looking at it, with feeling, with the awareness of awareness, and the belief, the feeling, that it will produce, a quiet confidence that it will produce. One wonders if not looking or beholding our own life and own self, is a kind of negative baking of the eyes, the black beam of decay.